What's going on, JRD Nation? Today we're at the Move You headquarters with our friends Mike and Andrew, and they're gonna show us some very important stuff today. Today, you guys are going to learn how to significantly decrease your chance of getting injured, jumping rope, and also just get way more out of your workout by learning six principles that will get you functional and feeling good. I'll let the experts take over now. What are we doing?
Guys, jump roping is a super awesome, super safe hobby, sport, whatever you want to call it, to improve your posture, to lose weight, to gain confidence in yourself. If you're performing it correctly, if your body's all out of alignment and you're all out of whack in your life, guess what? Your jump roping is gonna look just like that. It's a matter of time before that plane hits the ground. Today, you're gonna learn how to improve the position of your feet when you jump rope. Plantar fasciitis, Achilles pain, shin splints. You're gonna learn how to align your knees in the right position so they don't buckle in and you get shin splints, meniscus pain. You're going to learn how to align your hips in a neutral position. Hold that position while you're jump roping. What that is, if you're out of position, it can cause disc problems, joint pain, SI joint hip impingement. You're gonna learn how to brace your core down like this. So now you're actually going to be developing abdominal muscles when you're jump roping, developing those and reducing pain. How cool is that? And you're gonna learn how to set your shoulder blade in the right position, maintain that position. Because if you don't, you're jump roping in shitty posture, getting shoulder pain, neck tightness, all this stuff. Finally, whoosh, you'll learn how to line your neck.
They know that one, I think.
Yeah, you know that one. Bam. And then once you learn these individually, you're gonna learn how to connect the dots and align everything together to get the absolute most out of your jump rope workout. All right, so Andrew, Brandon, take it over from here.
Wait, Brandon. So I've got some pretty crazy movements. We're gonna see what it looks like when I'm a little more realistic person. So, the first thing we're gonna do is to assess our neutral pelvis. Figure out where to find neutral. You're gonna go into anterior, posterior tilts. You're grabbing onto your pelvis, look at yourself in the mirror, and go back and forth between anterior and posterior. It might be a little bit smaller. He has pretty good motion, but it might look like this on you. Could be real small. The goal here is to find the halfway point between the two and then hold that so that when you are jumping, it's not moving. You're not arching with each jump or rounding with each jump. You're maintaining neutral. So the halfway point, let's do this one more time for them. Arch the back a ton, tuck under, make sure the upper body doesn't move. Go back one more time to that arch and then go halfway. That halfway point is close to your neutral. May or may not be your neutral. You're gonna keep playing with that over time, but it's better than just being arched or super rounded. Find that middle point. The next thing, go ahead and face this way. You're gonna work on your feet. So you wanna work on being able to spread your toes. Guys, having the ability to spread your toes is gonna give you a bigger base to jump with, and also learning to grip the floor, rotate the ankles outward. You can see his ankles are kind of collapsing inward. And that could be a cause of shin splints for you. It may be very similar. You said you had shin splints at some point, right?
At some point when I got started.
Until as you got stronger, it just kind of went away. That's where, for people that are jumping often and they start out with this base and you're getting shin splints and pain in the lower leg, it's likely that you're starting off pretty fast. You need to ease into it. Maybe you do 10 minutes every day for the first week, and then the next week, maybe you do 15 to 20 minutes, and you slowly ramp up over time. So let's go ahead and drive this big toe into the ground. Gently kind of rotate the ankle out. Literally roll, there you go. Now he's rolling to the outside of his foot. Work on gripping the floor with that. Yep, driving that big toe down, gripping the floor, so it's gonna be looking like that. So you're actually gonna work on gripping and pulling the forefoot and the toe back toward the heel. You have a ton of muscles under your feet, guys. Use them. His feet are pretty relaxed. They haven't been worked like this. Do you feel any cramping?
I'm working hard.
Driving down, lifting up, and you'll notice as you do that, as the foot lifts, the whole leg rotates outward. So if your knees have a tendency to collapse with each jump that you do, it's likely that your feet are contributing to that. Because your glutes, these guys, the butt and the feet, help to rotate that leg outward. So you're gonna work on maintaining feet straight. You don't want your feet out. You don't be jumping like this or in, maintaining them straight. Just like neutral pelvis, Keep your neutral foot position with your feet engaged. You can maintain that engaged foot when you're jumping. You have to think about it. You got to drive your big toe into the ground.
Oh yeah.
You feel that?
I do. It's a lot of work.
That's going to be a big change in transition for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's, again, it's going to take time. So from here, let's work on making sure your glutes are engaged and supporting your knees and feet. So you're going to turn around. There you go. So they can see your butt. Good. Can you squeeze just your right glute, just this one, without the hamstring, the quad, the inner thigh, or the outer turning on? Can you squeeze that glute? Ooh, he's doing better than you, bud. Not you, maybe the viewer too. Good, so the goal is to make sure that the hamstrings, quads stay relaxed. See how this one is? Ooh, this one's a little bit tougher. There you go, he's got some quads turned on. This one's difficult for you. So if you find that it's difficult to engage your glute, then you gotta start working on it. First of all, get yourself back in that neutral. There you go. So turn your feet out. This is gonna help you guys get your glutes engaged. Turn the feet out, tuck your pelvis under. Now try to pop your glutes. See if you can squeeze those glutes without those quads, hamstrings turned on. You find it's easier on that left side? Yeah. Easier squeezing on the left side for him now. Now, to really test yourself, turn your feet in and arch your back. Try to pop your glutes. Now, this is a similar position to what you guys are often in anyways. You have an arch back and your knees rotate inward and your feet turn out. Now this position's harder to engage your glutes in. Your glutes are gonna stabilize your pelvis, your knees, and your feet. So you wanna have an understanding of how to engage them. What do? You tuck, find that neutral, get your feet straight, and you work on engaging these glutes. When you're seated, you're driving around, you're sitting in a coffee shop, you're standing in a line at Starbucks, you're at the bar or the club. Think about squeezing those glutes, getting little pops going all the time. Eventually, you learn how to engage them when you're going upstairs and keeping them engaged as you're jumping. Next piece is the rib position. So some of you, go ahead and take your fingers and get your fingers underneath your ribs. So a lot of you guys out there, if you've got desk jobs, you get rounded upper backs. I have excessive kyphosis in my upper back. Well, the best way to get rid of this is to let go of your core and arch your back. So then your ribs flare out. It'll look like that on some people. Now, what that's doing is turning off the core and it's putting a lot of pressure in the joints in the back. And then you're going and jumping and it can put a lot of pressure in the spine. Ribs are flared. You're gonna work on getting those fingers under there and then pulling the ribs down until your fingers pop out. Everyone has abdominals. Even if you've got a lot of fat on your belly here, you can dig your fingers in there and as you pull the ribs down, your fingers will pop out. You won't be able to get them there. You're in a more neutral position. You might find yourself a little bit rounded. We're gonna work on that next. So the next piece is the shoulder blades. So with this core position, making sure that it stays in alignment. And you're not letting those ribs pop up. You're not curling forward at the time. They don't need to be super engaged, just keeping the ribs down and keeping everything in a line. So you got the neutral pelvis, the feet engaged. Where are those guys? Keep them straight, engaged. You're rotating those legs outward a little bit. Glutes are on, ribs down. Good. Now the fifth point is the shoulder blades. Go and face the wall. Next thing is, are you able to scoop your blades forward, keep them forward, so when you're swinging that rope, your shoulder's in an excellent position. It also creates a lot of tension through the torso. So, what this is gonna look like, let's just do one at a time, so drop that arm. Reach this hand to the wall. Reach, there you go. Now, roll the shoulder forward into a bad posture. There you guys, rolling forward from this side view here for the camera. It's gonna look like this. Now you're going to rotate that arm outward, scoop the blade, and scoop around and press the armpit to the wall. Okay, without letting those ribs pop up. Keep those down, keep them down. There you go, good. And now roll back in that bad posture. And then rotate around, scoop forward. This is engaging muscles right here called the serratus anterior, the lower trap, and the rhomboids. That doesn't matter to you probably, but what it's doing is it's setting your blade into a better position, strengthening your back, strengthening the torso, keeping you in a better alignment so that as you're jumping, you can create more tension through the body and you're gonna do better. Simple. Can you hold that position there as you drop the arm down, relax the arm, without letting that blade fly out? See how I can get my fingers under there? Yep. So try to press that blade forward, rotate, reach out to the wall. There you go. See how that blade scoops around? Yeah. Keep that scooped and relax the arm. Ooh, that's tough. And you can see that's difficult for him. His blade's sliding back versus learning to just keep the blade scooped under automatically. This is gonna take time. So the drill to practice this is that arm, going both arms up to the side, reaching out away from you, rolling forward, rotating your arms outward, scooping under, pressing forward, keeping them pressed forward. You can relax the arms to your side. You're gonna find that eventually over time, you can just do this automatically. You're in line at Starbucks and you just scoop them under without even having your arms up. And that's gonna be a challenge. Keeping those ribs pulled down. And you can apply that scoop to literally everything that you do in your life. If you're swimming, if you're pressing something overhead, if you're picking your child up, whatever it is, you're making sure that your blades are scooped the entire time. You do a deadlift, you're pressing, you're swimming, whatever it is, you're keeping those blades scooped into position. That was the 5th principle. The 6th one is imagine that you are a puppet and you've got a string attached to your head. Puppeteer pulls the string, you're reaching the head up to the ceiling. That's gonna have to lengthen the whole spine. It's actually one of the best cues to just get you in a better position. When you're jumping rope, best thing to do, think of reaching your body up tall the whole time instead of collapsing forward.
Is that it?
How was that?
We got all 6?
That's all 6, real
That's
quick.
awesome. So I got some great homework, and Dan and I both, we're gonna be practicing a lot of this stuff. But for you guys at home, I highly recommend that you go over to these guys' channel right now and pick out the playlist that fits your issue, whether it's like feet and ankle or back or legs, whatever your issue is. They literally have videos teaching you how to deal with any of this stuff. So,
Right,
guys.
and instead of dealing with it, we teach people how to improve their body.
That's better.
Right, it is
Better
better. It's
vernacular.
always a step up. Because a lot of people do deal with their problems. So what they do is they deal with them, they manage them, but you can always improve. It doesn't matter your symptoms, your diagnosis, what people told you can or can't do. You can improve, and you must improve. Especially if you want to do amazing things like jump rope and be active in your life, you must improve your body. And any pain you might feel or imbalances, those are just signs and signals from your body telling you that something needs to improve. And we have those resources for you as well. A lot of them are free on YouTube. Go check out the playlist. We have an amazing movie program for the people that really want to fix their shit. Go to the website, check that out. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I think I say we love you guys, but this is your audience.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you guys. We love everybody. Our mission is to help every person, so we love you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in with us. Hopefully you enjoyed and got a lot out of the series.
Why are your feet turned out, kid?
Subscribe to these guys, check them out. Lots of very awesome stuff. We're actually gonna be enrolling in their program so we can fix our shit. And we recommend you do the same if you're experiencing issues with your body. All right?
Good
Until
to it,
next
guys.
time.
Work on it.